Welcome to Riga here in Latvia, game day 9 of EuroLeague Women, and what an interesting matchup we have for you this evening. Riga taking on Avenida. These two teams have already met this season. Game day 2 of the regular season was their last meeting. Avenida dominating that game, 29-point win for the Spanish team. We are halfway through the regular season here in EuroLeague Women, and the fight out for the top 4 spots in each of the 2 groups is well underway. Remember, those top 4 spots earn the team a place in the quarter-finals. As it stands, prior to the start of this game day, Avenida are 3rd in the group, whilst Riga currently sit in 5th, just outside those top 4 spots here in Group A. Plenty of action going on across EuroLeague Women this week. We had a big game yesterday with Rea taking on Yekaterinburg, and the visitors, Yekaterinburg, continue their impressive display so far. They picked up a 7-point win on the road in that one. We are now just a few minutes away from the start of the game here in Riga, and Avenida, they have some recent history in this competition. They'd love to go one step further than they did last season, where they finished up runners-up to Yekaterinburg. They lost by 10 in the final last year, and they've started well so far. They won their first 4 games, but recently come a little bit unstuck, picking up losses to Praha and Yekaterinburg in the last few games, and that leaves their road record 2 wins, 2 losses. In contrast, they are undefeated at home so far with a 4-0 record. As for our hosts this evening, Riga, they've already done better than they did last season. They exited the group stage of EuroLeague Women last year without picking up a single win. Similar to Avenida, Riga were looking good early on, picked up 3 wins from their opening 5 games. They too have had recent losses, however, to Yekaterinburg and Praha, and they'll be looking to correct and make amends for their previous meeting. Teams being introduced to the crowd now here in the arena. First up are our visitors, Avenida. And certainly an interesting proposition. A lot of what they deliver on the hardwood is built from some really tough defence. They're the 3rd best defensive team in Group A. And to top that off, they're averaging 10 steals a game, resulting in 22 points off turnovers. Offensively, expect plenty of ball movement from Avenida. Play a really good-looking style of team basketball offensively, and averaging 21 assists and 35 bench points so far this season. That shows you the team ethos that's within that Spanish team. Now for Riga, the hosts, well, you can't hide from the fact that Riga have struggled offensively. They're the lowest scoring team here in Group A, unbelievably averaging just 58 points a game. Their highest score was 71 against Rea. And in the reverse of tonight's game, one they'll definitely want to forget, Avenida helping to just 41 points. Welcome to Riga in Latvia, game day 9 of EuroLeague Women. What an interesting matchup for you on show tonight as Riga take on Avenida. A wonderful aerial shot of Riga as we just have the final players for Riga being introduced to the crowd. The defensive juggernauts that is Riga going up against the offensive powerhouse of Avenida. Should be an interesting one here this evening here in Latvia. I'm sure Riga have a chip on their shoulder after the huge loss from last season. From earlier in the season, and they'll want to make amends. They lost that one by 29 points in Spain. But they're certainly a different proposition now, Riga, than they were back in game day 2. Players entering the final phases of their warm-ups. Coaching staff getting some final words of advice to their teams. As both teams now prepare for game day 9. Here are the starting 5 for Avenida. Copper, Dominguez, Hoff, Katie Lou Samuelson, and her sister Kylie Samuelson in the starting five. That's an impressive five, and a ton of talent off the bench. Look out for the likes of Lowe, Fazula, Kozola, Alali. Plenty of talent for Coach Iniguez to work with. And I'm sure the minimum bar that they've set themselves this season is a final appearance, if not getting to the top step of the podium. He knows how much pressure is upon his shoulders, filling some big shoes. Coach Roberto Iniguez. But his team are ready to go, that's for sure. Him and his coaching staff are certainly ready for the challenge ahead of them. As for Riga, as they return to their bench, their starting five is Thomas, Bashko, Bolson, Handy, and Saruskaita. And again, a ton of talent coming off the bench as well. As we see the coaching staff going to work right now, getting the final preps in place. Coach Rulbis, one of the brightest young coaches in women's basketball, but he'll know his stock will rise or fall on how much his team here in Riga progress through the competition. Our officials for this evening, as always, a great officiating crew we've got on show. We have Viola Georgi, Jelena Tomic and Nikola Biat from Norway, Croatia and Norway respectively. I'm sure they'll be making sure everything is above board for us here this evening. We are now just a few moments away. And players are getting into their final instruction phases, and this really is, for Avenida, all about keeping the tempo high, move the ball well in transition, try to get some easy scores, whereas Riga at the other end of the floor, they'll want to slow the game down, turning it into a low-scoring slugfest. This is a battle of Riga's defense against Avenida's team-focused offense. And you would have to feel if Avenida can score north of 75 points, then Riga are going to give up the game here today. I'm not sure they have the firepower to get into an 80-plus point scoring contest. Coach Gulbis, I'm sure, has been working hard in recent weeks offensively. Defensively, his team are respectable. Offensively, at times, they have struggled. Just a reminder before tip-off, the best way to stay up to date with everything that is EuroLeague is to download the EuroLeague Women app. Available on Android and iOS, completely free. And a really useful companion as the season progresses. Keeps you up to date with all the latest news, highlight videos, press conferences. And you can follow the box score along tonight in today's game as it progresses. Avenida second to take to the floor as Riga are keen to get the game underway. And the energy is going to be key for Riga. They need to start the game quickly and start well. Thomas will be key. She's averaging 13.6 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists per game. She chalked up an unbelievable stat line in the reverse of this fixture. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And here's the kicker, 6 steals back in game day 2. The veteran American guard will have to be absolutely at the top of her powers today for Riga to come away with the win. As we see the Avenida team come to the floor. And last out on the floor, probably the highlight player, Kaylee Copper. Unbelievably, 3 games into her season with Avenida, averaging over 31 points a game. Phenomenal. Tip-off is knocked back. That one's into the hands of Handy. And Thomas will take control for Riga. Handy now, a Great Britain international, hands that one off to Saruskaita. Saruskaita goes to the basket, and that's an important breakthrough. The big is critical to Riga's offense, and they'll be relieved to see her get off as we see Riga applying some early pressure, but it's broken almost straight away. But the easy score from Hoff is missed. Samuelson from outside, no good. Thomas brings the rebound for Riga. Puts the Jets on. She looks to go coast to coast, but Cazorla closes her out. Sorry, Dominguez closes her out, but doesn't stop Thomas. She gets another score. Riga will be excited by the start to the game. That one's handed off, and a rejection. Wow, Riga have come with some serious intensity in the first minute of this one. Thrown away this time, though. Copper out at the races, no one home, and an easy 2 off the glass to get Avenida underway. Not sure she'll score many easier buckets in EuroLeague women than that. Pulvere now hands it on, Handy looks to kick it to the corner, but that one's a little bit telegraphed and knocked away. Katie Samuelson reading that one pretty well. A lightning start to the game, both teams trying to close out the passing lanes. No one giving up easy scores. Pulvere moves it in, Handy for 3, that one's in and out. Rebound is going to be pulled down. Carly Samuelson. Another GB international, 2 internationals going against each other. Copper inside, and she's fouled hard by Bashko. That will send Copper to the line for 2 shots. And what a start to Copper's season with Avenida. As I said, she's played just 3 games. She's averaging 31.3 points per game, 4.7 rebounds. She's shooting 88% from the free throw line, and check this one out, 83% from range. Unbelievable from Kaylee Copper so far. This is the second note of her 2 free throw attempts. Riga hold on to that single point lead. Pulvere looking for options. The door's closed on her though. She's going to go again. A little bit too much dribbling from Pulvere. No help from her teammates though, and she's forced to throw up a prayer. Fortunately for Riga, the rebound falls kindly. Pulvere grabs another rebound, but can't make that one stick either. Samuelson. And Avenida will slow things down. Dominguez now waiting for the screen. Oh, lovely spin against the screen. Carly Samuelson for 3, puts up the air ball. The defense was tough on that one. Thomas now going up against the dogged hustle of Sylvia Dominguez and turns the ball over. And Thomas really is the linchpin for Riga offensively. We saw in that previous play, Pulvere, although she's played well this year, averaging over 13 points a game, she really does prefer to play off the ball. The ball needs to be in the hands of Thomas an awful lot this evening for Riga. Dominguez looks to go to the low post. Oh, lovely pass inside. Foul. Going to get blown on Saruskaita. As Carly Samuelson went strong to the bucket. And there's a great pass from her sister, Kaylee Lou. Carly Samuelson will head to the line. It's the first. She hasn't been to the line a huge number of times this season, but she hasn't missed in the 8 games she's played. A real deadeye as well, making a name around Europe for her perimeter shooting, averaging 43% from outside. And from the free throw line, she's given Avenida their first lead of the evening. Pulvere now. Hands it off to Saruskaita. Inside in the low post. Oh, and the backdoor pass was too easy to be intercepted. This time we see Hoff trying to bring it up the floor. Copper now is fouled as she dances away through the Riga defense. I think Handy's going to get blown for that one. Her first foul of the game. Only the second team foul of the quarter for Riga though. Avenida lead by a single point. The graphic on screen is incorrect at the moment. Avenida lead this one 5-4. Samuelson now in the low post, comes back out. Dominguez Being guarded by Thomas. Nice little skip to the bucket. Oh, behind the back. A little bit too tricky for a teammate Hoff to hold on to. Dominguez had done all the hard work. Really didn't need to throw the showboat play. Thomas now. She hands it off to Pulveré. It almost looks intentional from Riga's perspective that they're trying to get Pulveré on the ball and let Thomas play off the ball a bit more. I'm not sure that's wise. Into the hands of Bashko. Drains the big shot from outside. Gunter Bashko. Averaging under 30% from distance so far this season in EuroLeague Women. There's the double team on Hoff. Dominguez is wide open from that though. Samuelsson, step back, no, hands it inside to Dominguez. That one swatted away. Great defense by Saruskaister. Thomas pull up two, no good. And this is frenetic as Samuelsson comes back the other way and draws another foul. This time off Jasmine Thomas. And Samuelsson will head back to the free throw line again. That's a great outlet pass. Good body control, and really Carly Samuelsson worked hard to draw that foul. Thomas was having none of it. She wanted to get out of the way. And as you would expect, Samuelsson hits the first of her two free throws. And the second. The game is tied again at 7 apiece. Thomas struggling to get it over the half. She does so in the end. Samuelsson going hard at her. Thomas now drives inside, draws the foul, and it was that little hesitation. It looked like she was going to switch and come back out. The hesitation was enough to create the space she needed to get through to the bucket. Coach Brulbis talking to the officials, I presume about the call at the other end of the floor. Thomas to inbound. She's looking for Handy. It's not there, so it will come back to Saruskaister. Saruskaister goes, hands it off. Now it's into the hands of Carly Samuelsson on the turnover, and the Samuelsson sisters on the break, and an easy two. How many times through their lives have those two connected in the transition offense for the score? Avenida's lead back up to 2. Thomas now to Pulveré, back out to Thomas. Thomas for 3. That one's a little short. Rebounding battle is ferocious in the paint. Carly Samuelsson comes away with it. That's her 3rd rebound of the game. Inside, Copper with the score. Unreal. Up to 5 points now, Kaylee Copper. Oh, and a little Euro step to create the space. Pulveré looking to shape up against Copper. Hands it back to Thomas. Thomas just hesitates, drives inside, draws the foul. That is a tough play by Jasmine Thomas. Just hard-nosed, straight to the bucket. Gets the score. Draws the contact off Hoff. Beautiful use of the glass. And Thomas will head to the free throw line for the bonus. Into the game for the first time this evening. Vanessa Yassa, just 18 years of age. She's had a good EuroLeague women's season. As Thomas connects, bringing Avenida's lead down to just 1. And Riga will be happy so far with their offensive performance in the first half. Copper for 3. Not this time. Hoff with the big rebound. Oh, beautiful control, but the finish misses. And the foul is going to be called. Mother Hoff showing her frustration. Really should have got the score done, but she'll head to the free throw line instead. And as we see more changes for Riga. Okotska comes into the game for the first time as well. Ball back into the hands of Hoff at the free throw line, looking to extend Avenida's lead, and she does. 4 minutes 16 remaining in the first quarter. Hoff will head to the bench. Well-earned break for her as Allery comes into the action. Thomas once again just uses that quick first step, and at the moment Cazorla is not able to stay up with her. And Thomas is really dictating the flow of play at that end of the floor. She's up to 7 points personal now. Cazorla waits for the screen from Allery, kicks it to the corner. Kaylee Samuelson, no good. Rebound pulled down though by Allery, back kicked out. Another rebound, this time Kaylee Samuelson, and Avenida controlling the offensive end. Oh, poor pass by Cazorla. Samuelson was at the top looking for the pass, and Cazorla almost threw it to the far wing. Thomas now brings it up over the half. Really has been on her shoulders as we expected so far this evening. Hands it off to Pulvere. Pulvere waits for the screen from Klokotska. Shot goes up from Pulvere, nothing there. She grabs her own rebound. Yassa, no good. Rebound falls back into the hands of Avenida. Down into the low post. Foul is going to be called on Pulvere. And Avenida utilised the mismatch well. Katie Samuelson almost 20 centimetres over Eva Pulvere. Riga in the penalty, so Samuelson will head to the free throw line for the bonus shots. And this is the second. Avenida haven't been as good as they usually are from the free throw line. Shoot over 80% as a team, making 16 trips across a game on average this season. Baseline ball though for Avenida, as Evans, who's into the game for the first time, will inbound it. Copper now, quick first step, elbow jumper, comes up short, rebound fight continues as Yassa pulls it down. She looks to go coast to coast, drives in strong, off the glass is good. Strong play by Yassa. Real determination from the youngster. Evans now kicks it back into the hands of Velara Aragones. No good, and Avenida are dominating the offensive boards at the moment, and this is has to be an area of concern for Riga right now. Avenida, 8 offensive rebounds already as we see Copper head to the bench. She has 5 points to her name as well as 1 offensive rebound. Evans gets the first to go. She had a big night against Riga back in game day 2. 15 points on that night, the Slovenian international. Connects with the second as well. As Avenida move to their second string 5. Not that the quality really diminishes much when they do. Yassa now hands it off to Silla. Evans called for the foul. Ball inbounded to Silla. Goes down into the low post to Bashko. Bashko looking to go to work, and I like the fact they're trying to bring something different to the play, drawing the Avenida bigs away from the paint and maybe exploiting some other size mismatches they have in other positions. Rodriguez waits for the screen, and the switch comes from Riga. Good movement, but the three is wide open for Cazorla, and you cannot leave her that amount of space. She drains the long bomb, shooting 40% from outside this season. Yasser, oh, swatted away. They'll go again. Oh, and that's a strong play from Silla. The 17-year-old gets the score in amongst the bigs. Cazorla will slow things down for Avenida. Back to Evans. She'll put the three up. Oh, nothing but the bottom of the net for Evans. And as we enter the final minute of the first quarter, both teams' offenses are really starting to warm up nicely now. Gilday for Riga. Pulls up at the elbow, looks to feed the low post, manages to sneak what was a tough pass inside. Oh, and the big goes up well. Klokotska with a little shoulder shake. Throws the right hand, soft hook shot up. Gets the roll. Riga within two. 25 seconds left on the quarter clock. Ball now inside. Allery kicks it back out though. Avenida, as always, good team offense. Foul's going to be called on Klokotska. She tries to defend the low post. She's called for the foul. Klokotska will head to the bench. But treble change as we see Thomas through Skeister and Pulvere come back into the action for the last few seconds of this first quarter. Evans now at the line for free throws. It's the first of her two, and she's not been great from the free throw line so far this season. Featured in 5 games for Avenida in EuroLeague Women, but only shooting 55% prior to this evening's game. And she gets the roll on that one. Final 10 seconds. Pulvere kicks it out. Thomas wide open for three. Not this time. Evans with the rebound. Are they going to get the shot away? They get the shot away. It's no good though. And that will be the end of the first quarter here in Riga. 10 minutes down here in Latvia. And Riga are doing themselves proud at the moment. If anyone thought this was going to be an easy game for Avenida, they're certainly mistaken. End of the first quarter, Riga 20, Avenida 24. Here are some of the top plays from that first quarter of action. And plenty of Riga fans will be relieved to see their team's offense really firing in that first 10 minutes. They didn't look sluggish. 6 players already on the scoreboard. Thomas leading the way, as you would expect. She has 7 points, 2 boards to her name. Just behind her is Bashko with 5 points and 2 blocks as well. Let's see if we can listen into Coach Gulbis. Remember, Avenida entered today's game sitting in third place in Group A. As for Riga, they're currently in fifth. 3 wins, 5 losses for our hosts. A win this evening could potentially push them up into the top 4 spots. Remember, top 4 teams in each group go through to the quarterfinals. Second quarter action underway here in Riga, Latvia. At the end of the first quarter, Avenida hold a 4-point lead. Evans pulls up, big shot, hits another big jumper from the corner this time. Avenida's lead extends further, now up to 6. That's a game high for Avenida. Silla comes back. Offensive foul's going to be called. That one on Sruskaister. All inbounded. Rodriguez brings it up over the half for Avenida. Waits for the screen to come to the top for her. Nice pick and roll, but good rotation on the defensive end with Sruskaister coming across. Foul's going to be called as Yasser gets a fair bit of body contact from Evans. Riga will make the change as Yasser will come out of the action. Back in comes Bashko. Foul's going to be called straight away as Bashko looks to establish herself in the low post. That one blown on Velado. Baseline ball for Riga to work with. Pulverate back to Thomas. Looking to create space, but the double dribble is going to be called as the defensive pressure was too much. Silla will head to the bench and Chantal Handy will come back in. Cazorla now hands it off. Hits it straight back as Avenida's offense is just beautifully fluid. As Cazorla steps out of bounds though. So that will be a turnover for Avenida. Their 4th of the game. Riga with 6 turnovers at the moment. Neither team hugely wasteful. Thomas now hands it off to Handy. Riga run through their structured half-court offense as they try and get Pulvere open at the top. The lane opens up for her instead. She looks to draw some contact and falls out of bounds. She's looking to try and draw the foul. Needs to be careful waving the official away with her hand like that. Here's a quick way to get a technical foul called. As we see Evans and Velado head to the bench for Avenida. Five-second call is going to be called on the inbound, or is it a foul? I think it's going to be called as a foul. I'm not sure who on. We'll wait to see. Yeah, Pulvere's been called for the foul. And that will be a technical foul because it was a foul when the ball was out of play. On the inbound, you can't foul until the ball is actually inbounded. Otherwise, it will be chalked up as a technical. Lou Samuelson obliges by hitting the bonus free throw. Takes her personal tally up to 4 now. And Avenida's lead, more importantly, up to 7. And Riga need to be careful. The start of this second quarter hasn't gone the way they would have wanted it to. Copper, free throw line, dumps it inside. That's a great play by Copper. Drops it straight into the hands of Fazula. And that's automatic for Mariella Fazula. Bashko creating on her own, draws the foul from Rodriguez. But Riga's offense looks confused at best at the moment. They don't really seem to be running in unison. Handy now, waits for Thomas to come up and take the ball off her on the handover. Elbow jumper swatted away, great defense by Cazorla. Avenida gain another possession with a big block by Mighty Cazorla. Oh, and she drives to the basket, the softest of touches for the easy score. And that pushes Coach Gulbis into calling the timeout as Avenida's lead extends now even further. Easy score for Cazorla. Avenida's lead moves up to 11 points and Coach Gulbis calls a timeout. Let's see if we can listen into his huddle. As always, Coach Roberto Iniguez looking to find the extra. His team are performing well. Both ends of the floor defensively. They're locking Riga out offensively. They're continuing to build a lovely team offense. As all the greats within sport want, they want more, they want more. You are not going to reach perfection. You should keep striving for it. And that's what he's asking his team to do. As the players come back on the floor. Be a Riga ball on the baseline. Handy now to inbound it. Does so to Thomas. Thomas has a little bit of space in front of her and she's going to try and exploit it. She hands it off. Nice footwork, but great defense by Fazula. It looked like Saruskaita was going to get the easy score, but Fazula just used her body well. Copper spills and gives up possession. And strangely, Pulvere slows it down. Should have kept going. They had the advantage. So Skeister now going inside. Looks to drop step, but nothing there. Pulvere from outside. Now's the 3. That's a big score. That stops the rock for Riga. Quickly trims Avenida's lead down to 8 with under 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Copper now. Free throw line jumper. Pretty ugly. I think she was looking to pass it off to Fazula, but Fazula didn't face to receive the pass. Pulvere uses the screen, has the mismatch. Bashko now inside. Oh, great defense. Huge amount of credit has to go to Rodriguez for the strong defense. Copper now looking to shake, but has to come back out for Avenida. That one almost thrown away by Dominguez. Shot clock down to 6. Passed inside for Zula. No good. And once again, the pace of the game increases as Thomas advances it quickly. Pulvere fakes the 3. Draws the foul from Katie Lou Samuelson. She bought the bait. Pulvere just puts the shot fake up. Avenida now in the penalty. So Riga could benefit from a few trips to the free throw line. This may be their first, as Sylvia Dominguez is going to get called for the foul holding Yasmin Thomas. We'll send Thomas to the free throw line. Yasa comes back into the game for Riga. Out of the game heads Rodriguez. Carly Samuelson checks back in. Thomas gets the lucky roll on the first of her free throw attempts. She's up to 8 points personal now. Leading the way once again offensively for Riga. Connects with the second as well. Avenida's lead trimmed back down to 6. Samuelson catch and shoot. Rattles in and falls away. Fazula grabs the rebound. She's looking to keep that pivot foot tight. She works so hard, but the Riga defense works even harder as Handy comes away with the rebound. Yasa on 2. That's a tough shot being guarded by Samuelson closely. Copper now looking to drive inside. Offensive foul's going to be called as Thomas plays some great defense. But just barreling away to the basket. Let's have a look at the defense by Thomas. Yeah, you can see it's the shoulder and the slight push as well. Gilday brings it up over the half for Riga. Over 8, looking for options in front. She's got a mismatch and should really try to draw a defensive assignment further away from the bucket. She doesn't, and Riga settle, but not the best of shots. Copper now being guarded by Gilday. Pulls up for an awkward looking jumper. Looks to chase down the offensive rebound, but does force the ball out of bounds off a Riga hand. So Avenida will hold on to possession. Timeout called. 4:49 remaining here in the second quarter. Avenida with a 6-point lead. They started the quarter so well, but things have slowed down from the Spanish team's perspective, while Riga have re-established themselves again in the second quarter. Under 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And Avenida came into this game as hot favourites, not only because of their performance so well this season, not only because they were EuroLeague women runners-up last season, but the fact that they dominated Riga in the reverse of this fixture earlier in the season. Many were expecting not necessarily to the same extent of domination, but certainly more than a 6-point lead at this stage of the game for what is a very impressive, deep Avenida roster. Riga at the moment have put in a serious shift to stay in this game. But do Riga have enough to keep going for the full 40 minutes? Avenida's a bit more like a tidal wave that just, as players come off the bench with fresh legs, the quality does not go down. I'm not sure the same can truly be said of Riga fully. Dominguez now. Double screen is there. Foul's going to be called. So Skaita called for the foul. We'll send her to the bench. Kotska comes back in. Dominguez, let's go to the baseline. That's a strong move. Draws the foul off Gilday. You can see the replay on that one. Gilday showed her the baseline. Not sure if that was intentional or not, or whether she just gave the baseline up. Either way, Dominguez is at the line for 2 shots. 83% from the free throw line prior to tonight's game. Sylvia Dominguez, 3 times EuroLeague Women's Champion. She's won the Spanish League 7 times. Can't be much space left in a trophy cabinet back at home. I'm sure there's always a little bit more room for another EuroLeague Women's title though. Pulvere slows things down at the top for Riga. Yassa for 3. A little bit heavy, and Copper pulls down the rebound for Avenida, her 3rd board of the night. Dominguez now into the corner. Samuelson just about keeps it in. Evans is open. She'll skip it back to Dominguez for 3. Oh, and that is beautiful team basketball from Avenida. Pure selfless play as the ball moves around the floor with such ease and such grace. And that's why they get the scores. Their lead is back up to 11. Riga 25, Avenida 36. Got 4 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. And the swing, the momentum is back in favour of the Spanish team. Timeout called by Coach Gulbis. You can probably even hear him on the feed. Puts plenty of passion into his coaching. Interesting 4 minutes ahead of us now. Really the target for Riga is to be within single digits. That's surely what they'd like to enter the locker room with. And for Avenida, on the road, it's always good to try and close a game out as early as you possibly can. 11 points certainly isn't closing this game out, not with the amount of talent that Riga have, particularly with players like Jasmine Thomas on the floor. Thomas now uses the screen set by Handy. Handy peels to the corner. She's open for the 3. Throws it a bit too much this time. You could feel her pull up that one. Puts up the air ball. But Riga will hold on to possession. It's a great out-of-bounds play by Riga. Plenty of screening off the ball and re-screening to create the space in the weak side corner, but the shot just wasn't quite right. Dominguez now for Avenida. Looks to skip it. Samuelson's open, but she gives it up to Evans. Evans wide open at the top. Doesn't get the roll, and Riga grabbed the rebound. Pulvere now. The Yassa, she'll drive the baseline. Skip it out, though. And what went from a great opportunity for Yassa comes a really difficult opportunity for Pulvere at the top. She comes up short once again, grabs her own rebound though and gets the score. That's a great read by Yeva Pulvere. Samuelson moves it to Copper. Copper will put the 3 up. That one's off target, and Copper's not shot the ball well. Offensively, it's not gone her way this evening. She's only got 5 points so far. She's been on the floor over 13 minutes. Copper's averaging over 30 points a game across her first 3 games. Evans gets called for the foul for Avenida. That will send Thomas to the line for free throws. Copper will head to the bench for a break. Change as we see Hoff come back into the action. Cazorla's also come in, as has Rodriguez. Hopper and Dominguez have headed to the bench for Avenida. That's the first, but hits the second from the free throw line. Jasmine Thomas takes her personal tally up to double digits. First player in double digits now with 10. Cazorla into the corner. Avenida put up a tough shot, but get the drop. As we see, Leonor Rodriguez get the score. And once again, it's selfless play. This time an interception and a steal, and Carly Samuelson just spills that one out of bounds. Too busy thinking about what she was going to do with possession before she quite claimed it. 11-point lead for Avenida on the back of that three from Rodriguez. As I say, for Riga, it's about getting it into single digits for the halftime break. Yassa now drives inside, drives the baseline, looks for the pass out. Samuelson reads the passing lane well, but can only knock it out of bounds. Baseline ball for Riga. Bashko will inbound. Stolen away, good hands and a good read by Hoff, and there's the outlet pass. Rodriguez can't quite hold on to it, tries to scoop it back in, but can only give possession back to Riga. And once again, another turnover, this time Carly Samuelson, the lucky recipient of the wayward pass. Evans will reset it back out, and it falls into the hands of Cazorla. Now run Horns at the top. Samuelson open, gives it back out to Cazorla again, gets the score. And you have to give a hat tip to Carly Samuelson. The unselfish play is really leading to some great scores for Avenida. She is the glue that makes that offense run perfectly, sticks the team together, gets the ball moving well. And that's why Avenida have been able to move out to a 14-point lead now. Samuelson 3 assists to her name. Inside 2 rebounds and 4 points. All of her points coming from the free throw line so far this evening. Alvarez looks to go inside but has to come back out. She pulls up for the 2. Looks like she was fouled, but nothing called by the officials. Hands it off to Hoff. Foul's going to be called this time on Klokotska. That will send Hoff to the line for free throws. This is the first of her free throws in the 3rd season with Avenida now. Hoff, the Dutch international, averaging just over 7 points and 4 rebounds a game this season. It's the second from the free throw line to extend Avenida's lead out to 15 now. They're applying a little bit more full court pressure than they have been, as maybe they can sense a little bit of blood in the water and they're looking to go for the kill. Nice backdoor pass by Handy, couldn't be held onto by Thomas though, and she has to throw it back erratically. Ashko with the spin, puts up a tough shot off the glass. That one's a brick, and Hoff will pull down the rebound. Just 17 seconds remaining now on the 2nd quarter clock. Cazorla burn the clock down, about 1 second differential. Shot goes up from the wing, no good. Thomas pulls the rebound down. They're going to get a shot away. No, that one's going to be waved away, and that's all we're going to have for the first half of action here in Riga. And after a battling first quarter from Riga, Avenida have asserted themselves on the game. At the halfway stage, the Spanish side have a commanding 15-point lead. And it really is for Coach Gulbis. Back to the drawing board. What can he draw up to spark their offense in the halftime locker room? The halfway stage here in Riga. The home team, Riga, trail 28-43 to the Spanish side, Avenida. Here are some of the highlights from that first half. And some big highlights and an exciting first quarter of action we had. Both teams getting their offenses flowing well. Avenida coming away with just a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter. But it was all change in the second period as Avenida just locked down the defensive end, really halting any progression from Riga. Riga only managed to score 8 points in that second quarter, whilst Avenida continued to pour on another 19 of their own. They have a 15-point lead at the halfway stage. It's not a done deal here in Riga, far from it. But our hosts, the Latvian side, are going to have to really change things up when they come out for the second half. Avenida, as always, have a team ethos about the way they play the game. Welcome back to Riga here in Latvia. Game day 9 of EuroLeague Women regular season. And an interesting battle we've got here on the hardwood for you at the halfway stage. Our home team Riga trail by 15. Riga 28, Avenida 43. 15-point lead for the travelling Spanish side, and that wasn't the way it looked in the first quarter. Riga battled tooth and nail. They went toe-to-toe with them. They only trailed by 4 points at the end of the first quarter. But then Avenida turned the screw considerably in the second quarter on the defensive end, holding Riga to just 8 points while pouring on 19 of their own. That's why we sit with a 15-point Avenida lead at the halfway stage. And again, team basketball is their signature. 9 of their 12 have scored. 11 players have made it onto the floor. Their leading scorer is Shantae Evans, 9 points, a rebound and an assist for her. Just behind her is Mati Cazorla with 8 points and 2 assists. As for Riga, they're scoring no surprises there. Jasmine Thomas leading the way, 10 points, 4 rebounds to her name. And then behind her is Pulvere with 5 points and 6 rebounds. And Bashko with 5 points and 2 blocks. Everything is set for Avenida to continue what has been, once again, an impressive EuroLeague women's season. But I wouldn't count Riga out just yet. You have young talent on that Riga roster with a point to prove. And memories of the beating that they suffered from Avenida earlier in the season, I'm sure is still fresh and being used by Coach Gulbis to motivate his team to give everything they can to try and pull up what would be a big upset win here this evening. Riga 5 onto the floor second. Avenida team ready to go. Want to get this one won as early as possible. And just team chat between the 5 coming back onto the floor for Riga. And Thomas led the way in the first half with her 10 points. I feel that the ball has to be in her hand offensively more than maybe it was in the first half if Riga are going to come away with the win. Second half action underway here in Riga. Game day 9 in Group A of EuroLeague Women. And at the halfway stage, Avenida have a 15-point lead. The second half is going to start with a tough call for Riga as Skaita gets called for the offensive foul, just rolling too quickly on that screen. Coach Iniguez, once again, has got his team working beautifully. Some of the offensive play they've had in the first half was just a thing of beauty. The ball movement, the selfless play, creating wide open scores. There's the pass inside. It's going to come back out to Copper. Dominguez from way outside as the shot clock runs down. And Andy will pull down the rebound for Riga. Andy's 4th rebound of the game. Thomas looks to hand it in but loses her footing. It's off her foot, so it will be 2 turnovers in 2 possessions for Riga. It is a problem for them. They need to value these possessions more than they have so far. That's their 12th turnover of the game. Dominguez now hands it off to Hoff. Samuelson for 3. Oh, and drains it. Didn't even see the net ripple. That was so good. 1 minute gone in the third quarter, and Avenida just stretched that lead a little bit further. Pulvere now looking to find the low post as Samuelson ends up between the legs of Bashko. Drawing the offensive foul though. Second team foul of the quarter on Riga. It doesn't look like whatever the halftime team talk from Coach Gulbis was, it's had the desired effect on Riga. As they continue to struggle here. Dominguez being guarded closely by Thomas. Hands it off to Katie Samuelson. A bit of a weave at the top, and that's just wonderful offense, but the ball is stolen away. That's good hands by Bashko. Oh, and Thomas didn't know that Hoff was behind her. Samuelson out at the races. Looks to get the score and does so. That's a tough scoring transition. She was being hounded by Thomas all the way to the bucket. Avenida now out to their game-high lead, 20 points. And Riga looking all at sea again on the offensive end. Thomas now moves it back. Bashko being guarded closely by Samuelson. Ball put inside, and there's the score. That's an important score for Saruskaita. Goes for the reverse, uses the net and the ring as a guide and a protection. Skip past. Samuelson doesn't take the three, steps inside, draws the foul. Bashko's going to get called for that one as she bought the shot fake from Samuelson and overcommitted. No real surprise that she overcommitted though. Carly Samuelson shooting 43% from outside this season. Sideline ball for Avenida. Inbounded to Dominguez. Copper, a little bit of a quiet evening for her on the offensive end. Comes back to Dominguez. She throws up an air ball as Jasmine Thomas's defense was all over her. Bashko now. And Riga will slow things down. And you just feel that Riga need to increase the pace offensively and try and get some easy scores in transition because they're not going to get them in the half court. Thomas, tough shot misses. Copper with the rebound. She puts the Jets on, but Riga are back in numbers. Copper fakes the three. Out to Samuelson. She'll put the three up off target this time, though. Thomas with another rebound for Riga. That's her fourth of the evening. Foul's going to be called on Copper. We were saying Copper not had the night we're used to from her. 3 games into her season with Avenida, averaging over 31 points a game. She only has 5 points so far this evening, but your personal accolades matter when your team are leading by 18. Thomas for 3. Not this time. Samuelson with a rebound. It's clattered on the back of the head, but back to her feet, and there's an easy score for Hoff as Riga's transition defense falls fast asleep. Hoff now up to 5 points personal, along with 3 rebounds. And Avenida's lead back out to 20 points. Oh, that's a strong move by Saruskaita. And she needs to be more of a dominant effect in this game. It's just her 3rd bucket of the night. Almost stolen away. It's a poor pass by Dominguez. As we see Copper lose her footwear. What a player Copper is. In the WNBA Championship this season, Finals MVP, riding the crest of a wave right now. Shot's no good from Hoff. Over 8. Looking for options and really no one offering anything. Yassa, who's just come back onto the floor, does offer something. That's a nice pass inside. The foul is going to be called before the score, I think. Yeah. So Skyter called for the foul. Sorry, draws the foul as Copper gets whistled for it. Cazorla's back into the action for Avenida as Dominguez heads to the bench. Almost a steal away, and an unsportsmanlike foul is going to be blown against Here's Esila. That's an automatic call for the officials to make as soon as you're the last player and you create the foul from behind. The officials have no choice but to call the unsportsmanlike foul. So Lou Samuelson will head to the line for 2 free throws. She thought she was only getting 1. It wasn't a technical foul, it was unsportsmanlike. So 2 free throws and possession for Samuelson. Hits the second as well. Takes her personal tally up to 9 now. Going for 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Foul's going to be called on Sela as she tries to just shove, I think, Lou Samuelson out of the way. Check to see if it was on Sela. It was. Another 2 free throws awarded as Riga are in the penalty. And Avenida with a chance to extend their lead further. And with that free throw, that's a game high 21-point lead now for Avenida. It's both. And Riga adapt. Can they change what they've done so far to get themselves back into this game? It feels that now the defensive end is where they're struggling. Stolen away this time. Cazorla hands it up to Katie Lou. Samuelson gets it back. Oh, and she's going to get the score. Hoff with a strong move inside. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Gulbis. His team trail by 24. Really struggled again in this quarter. They've only scored 4 points in the first 5 minutes, really, of the quarter. Whilst Avenida have poured in 13. On track for their highest scoring quarter of the game.
Passionate, ambitious, elite, verbunden, united, inspirerend, competitiva, ambiciozna, stylish, powerful, diverse, diferente, beraber, inspiring.
A big ask now for Riga to battle their way back into this one. Starting to turn into almost a replay of the game they had in game day 2. Likely they're going to score more than the 41 they did in that game against Avenida. They're going to come away with a win. It's going to take a Herculean effort now from the team in white and orange. Fan competitions on the court, but we just need to make way and clear the floor. So we can get back underway with the important business of basketball. Thomas now brings it up over the half for Riga. Almost loses the handle. Hands it off. Strong drive to the basket, draws the foul. All right, slightly frustrated, I think, today. This time she draws the foul from Cazorla. Sideline ball for Riga. Inbound now, Pulveray. Drives inside against Samuelson, nice fake. She's got to get the shot away. She does, but it's an air ball. It will be Avenida ball as the ball just floats out of bounds and potentially is another turnover. Pulveray will come out of the game. Back in comes Pashko. Zorla now brings it up over the half, guarded closely by Thomas. Thomas really has put a shift in at both ends of the floor so far for Riga. 1.5 rebounds, Played on-ball defense for a huge amount of the time she's been on the floor. Copper again with another miss. She's 2 from 8 from the field today. Thomas gets it back out. Yasser draws the foul from Copper. Copper's frustrated, I think, with the call more than with herself. Second team foul of the quarter for Avenida though, but Copper will head to the bench. Back into the action comes Rodriguez. Fourth personal foul on Copper. Really not been a night for her to relish. She has struggled offensively and she's picked up silly fouls in the game. Ashko goes strong. No foul called, but Riga will retain possession, but they'll only have 5 seconds left on the shot clock to use. Almost 5-second violation, but that one's stripped away. Strong work from Alarit for Avenida. Nice pass inside, a little bit too deep though. Cazorla, free throw line, kicks it to the corner. Villaro can't get the score. She can get her own offensive rebound though, and Avenida will reset and go again. And the second string from Avenida. Tempo and quality hardly drops a single percent. And shot clock's going to expire. Much better defense there by Riga. They stayed with the play all the way through the shot clock, forcing the turnover. Avenida's lead stays at 24. 3:22 left in this third quarter. Gilday hands it off to Yasser and just get it over the half before an 8-second violation. Silla now with possession. And that one's stripped away. Good hands by Evans, but she throws it straight back as Silla reads it well. The game has been halted as Ashko looks like she might be in some pain. She's got her right shoulder heavily strapped. That's not good news for Kabashko. She's going to head to the bench. Handy will come back into the game in her place, but her body language alone tells you the pain she's in. Handy now. Yasser. Oh, swatted away. Dispatched into the front row. Bella Alarit read the drive all the way through. Followed the play strong. You watch her read this one. Just bats that into the bleachers. Andy now inbounds to Pulvere. Pulvere nails the three. That's a big shot for her. Just her third field goal of the night. She's 3 from 11, up to 8 points personal. With 6 rebounds though. She's putting everything in she can to try and help her team back into this one. Nice pass. Slices through the paint and Rodriguez gets the score. And this is the problem Riga have. They work so hard on the offensive end to create good opportunities. On the other end, Avenida are just lethal offensively. Pulvere now. Elbow's there. She's going to skip inside though. She'll have to come out. Hands it off to Yasser. Yasser threads the eye of the needle, but the shot clock is their enemy. And expires. As Kotsko was on the floor. Avenida will retake possession with a little under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Evans now hands it off to Cazorla. Looks to feed the low post, maybe a little early. Evans sets the screen and rolls hard. Shot clock expiring, the prayer goes up and it's a brick, and Riga will come away with the rebound. Once again, great defense by Riga. We've not seen enough of it in today's game, but they do know how to play good team defense. Handy, open for three. Clips the iron and away, and once again, Evans just muscles her way to the rebound. Rodriguez beats it inside. Allery, nice use of the footwork. Unfortunately, the finish wasn't quite there. Very easy to travel in that situation, but she regained her footwork, made it beneficial for her in the end, but the shot was just off target. Cazorla's going to get called for the foul as Thomas looks to drive past her. Sort of half step behind the play. Mighty Cazorla. Coach Iniguez providing some in-game coaching around defensive footwork and positioning. Thomas will head to the line for 2 free throws though, as Avenida now are in the bonus as well. Thomas hits the first of her 2. She's up to 11 points now alongside 7 rebounds. As Coach Gulbis maybe at times has been left wondering what he needs to do, what should he change to try and fight his team back into this game. Into the final minute now of this third quarter. Evans, catch and shoot, long 2 is no good. Trajectory pretty flat from Evans. Thomas now. 12-second differential between the shot clock and the third quarter clock. Gilday. One is inside. Kick it back out, but that one's easily intercepted. And we'll see Cazorla slow things down as they look to run the clock down. 8 seconds remaining. Rodriguez drives inside, off the glass is no good. And that will be the final play of the third quarter here in Latvia. 30 minutes gone, 10 minutes remaining on the game clock. And Avenida continue to show us why they are one of the favourites for this year's EuroLeague Women. At the end of the third quarter here in Latvia, it's Riga 37, Avenida 58. And the form book is being followed almost perfectly right now. Here are some of the highlight plays from that third quarter of action. And once again, it was another impressive performance from the visiting Avenida, keeping Riga for the second quarter in a row down at single digits. They scored just 9 points in that quarter. Whilst putting on 15 of their own, extending their lead out to 21 points. It was as high as 24 at one stage in that quarter. But Riga pushed on a little into the closing stages, got themselves slightly closer. Avenida, 10 players now on the scorebook. The 11 that have appeared on the floor. Leading all scorers is Katie Lou Samuelson. She has 11 points. Evans just behind her with 9, Cazorla with 8, Hoff with 7, Carly Samuelson with 6, and it goes on. As for Riga, one player in double digits, Jasmine Thomas, 12 points, 8 rebounds for her. She has turned the ball over 7 times though. And the only other player with big score is Pulverate, 8 points, 6 rebounds, an assist and a steal on her name. Fourth quarter action underway here in Latvia. Game day 9 of Group A, EuroLeague Women. at the three-quarter stage. Riga trail 37-58 to the Spanish side. Avenida, great defense to start the final quarter though. As Riga swat that one away. Oh, and a strong move by Thomas, not quite good enough. And I think the increased pace should help Riga if they want to fight back into the game. Avenida won't shy away from the tempo though. They don't mind a fast game. They're happy to get out and run. Oh, good interception. Pulvere read that one well. Uses the screen set by Soroskaita. Another drive to the bucket by Thomas, and again, not quite on target. Need to continue to put Riga to the sword. This time Valaro with the score. Riga just don't seem to have anything on the offensive end. It seems very static, as we're going to see another turnover. Pulvere goes up for the shot and comes back down with it. That's our fifth turnover of the night. 22 turnovers in total for Riga. And turning the ball over that many times, you're going to struggle to beat most teams, let alone a team of the quality of Avenida. Rodriguez. Ball inside to Evans now. Evans with a little shot fake, drives inside. That is a tough move as she hits the floor pretty hard. Gets the score. Again, ball in hand, and the ball just doesn't move enough, nor do the players for Riga. Their offensive structure is pretty poor. Offensive foul's going to be called as we see Fila just blow straight into Dominguez, knocking her to the floor. Point lead, game high 25-point lead for Avenida now. Really is for them to clock manage and try and run this game out. Meldele comes into the action for the first time for Riga. She's 20 years of age. Certainly a great game for her to come in and learn her trade within, going up against some of the best bigs in the world. Valado kicks it out. Ball fed in low. Allery looking to go to work. Go to that left hand, but the defense is good and holds out strong from Meldere. Thomas, elbow jumper, is good. He's up to 12 points now. Just one rebound away from her double-double for this evening. Oh, what a scoop pass, whipped round the corner. Zula could not quite hold on to that one though. It will be a Riga ball. Coach Gulbis, you know, just 30 years of age himself. This is a learning process. Going up against the best is the only way you get better. And there's not many better teams in European, if not world basketball, than Avenida. Strong move inside, draws the foul off Fazula, and Pulvere will head to the free throw line for shots. Fazula will head to the bench off the back of that one. See Hoff come back into the action for Avenida. And the balance within the Avenida roster is very, very impressive. They have depth of talent, a balanced age range, veterans as well as younger players still learning the trade. And this is part of their success. Balance would be the key word you would use when you look at that Avenida roster. It isn't focused on the bigs. It isn't focused on the backcourt. They can hurt you in numerous ways. They can lock you out of the game, whether you focus on the bigs yourselves or not. As we see more great transition basketball. Corner three is good. This time it's Rodriguez with the triple. And once again, Avenida deadly in transition. The ball is moved quickly. Teammates nowhere to space the floor. And his shooting ability was nearly second to none. Shot from Thomas is off. Meldere certainly come in and made a difference, the young big. Taking a claim maybe for some more minutes in future weeks. Pulverate for three. That one is spat away by the iron. And the foul is going to be called on Silla. And that will be an Avenida ball. And a little over 6 minutes to play here in Riga. It really has been an education on team basketball from Avenida so far this evening. Kaylu Samuelson for three. That's one to forget for her. She puts up the air ball. Everything went to plan. The roll, the footwork, everything, the balance. The shot wasn't quite right. Still an out. Hands it back to Pulverate, to Thomas. She's getting locked in, but she manages to pivot away from the double team. Pulverate. Spin move inside on. What a spin move. It just unlocked the defense. Rodriguez called for the travel. Couldn't see it myself. Just looks like great footwork. The reverse spin. Baseline drive. Tough move by Velaro. That's going to be called on Gilday. See, thankfully, Vashka come back into the game as Hoff and Valaro take a seat for Avenida. Carly Samuelson and Fazula come back in for Avenida. But good to see Vashko come back in. It looked like she'd left for an injury. Samuelson, long two, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vashko. Thomas now looking to create space inside. Nothing there, almost knocked away in fact. Shot clock down to 8 now. Pulverate pulls up the dribble. Silla looking to create some space. Has to put up a really tough shot. Carly Samuelson will pull the rebound down. Her 5th rebound of the evening. Zola, good ball movement. Samuelson fakes the three, pulls into the long two, which was off balance and knew she had to release quickly as the shot clock was expiring. One of those as a player, it's like hot potato. You don't want to be left with the ball in your hands, but that's what Carly Samuelson was as she sees her GB teammate, her Great Britain teammate, coming back into the game. Chantel Handy. Pulverate goes inside, nothing there, has to come back out. Thomas for three, not this time, the ball will bounce away. Avenida ball on the baseline into the final 4 minutes of the game now as Cazorla will progress the ball over the half for Avenida, who have been pretty much impressive from start to finish. The first quarter was a little bit closer than I imagine they would expect it as Copper gets the shot away and draws the foul from Yasser. Avenida just accelerated away from the second quarter onwards. They won the second quarter 19-8. They won the third quarter 15-9. They're leading this quarter 7-5, but they're running their rotation far heavier than they would have done otherwise, as we see Copper score what is just her 6th point of the game. She's been on the floor almost 21 minutes. Bear in mind, she's averaging 31.3 points across her 3 games so far for Avenida in EuroLeague Women. Gilday now. Inside, Gilday gets the shot away. That one looked like it was going to drop, but it didn't. Rebound pulled down by Katie Lou Samuelson. And that's the joy of Katie Lou. She has the handle, she has strength, she has height and wingspan, she can shoot the ball. She really is an all-round threat. She's developed a reputation for being one of the best players in the world right now. Just missed out on being in the Olympics due to a positive COVID test. She was part of the 3-on-3 team for Team USA. Only of heartbreak in the Samuelson family. She was so close to being an Olympian. The ultimate dream of so many basketball players growing up, and she'd almost made it. I'm sure she'll have her sights reset for Paris 2024. With both at the free throw line. Avenida lead now at 27. Melderay kicks it back to Gilday. Melderay gets the shot away before the shot clock expires. Rebound pulled down and handed off by Fazula to Copper. Copper slides inside, not this time. And she's had a night to forget. The superstar, the WNBA Finals MVP, Copper. I think you can give every superstar the odd pass, considering the quality she's produced already in her first 3 games. Gilday goes in. Ooh, tough left hand. Awkward looking shot. Uses the glass well. Just shovels it up off the glass, really. That has been called. See Katie Lou Samuelson heading to the bench. Probably won't see her back on the floor. Job done from her perspective as her team lead by 25. Evans has come back in. It's a cheeky pass from Cazorla and Riga read it well. Yasser now. Looks to travel. Sliding her pivot foot around a little bit too much. Corzan kicks it out, handy, comes up short from 3. That was a long 3 though. If she'd been in ever so slightly closer, that one would have dropped. Final 2 minutes of the game here in Latvia. Offensive foul is going to be called on Evans. Official saying she twisted as she handed the ball off, forcing the contact with her hip. Pavelson will come into the game for the first time for Riga, one of the young talents, just 23 years of age. Denia Pavelson. Stolen away, she does get the pass to Yasser in the end. Now it's going to be stolen away as Cazorla is all over that, but can't quite hold on to possession, so Riga will hold onto the ball for now. Cazorla has no other gear. She plays in that hustle gear permanently. I think her gear may be stuck in the hustle gear. That's the way she plays basketball. Up by 25, down by 25. It's the same intensity for the full 40. Villa hands it off to Yasser now. Yasser trying to split away through. That's a lovely pass inside, and there's the score. This time it's Melderay with the score. It's her second bucket of her EuroLeague women's season. Only played in 2 games prior to today, Laura Melderay. Backdoor pass to Copper. Oh, what a pass! That is pinpoint precision passing. Copper, the lucky recipient, as Cazorla just absolute laser-guided passing. Strong move inside, draws the foul. Pavelson taking it straight down the lane, amongst the trees, draws the foul and will head to the free throw line. Last time these two teams met back in mid-October, Avenida won it 72-41. we're not far away from a near perfect repeat of that. Riga have just extended beyond the 41 they scored last time. You have a feeling Avenida are also going to get more than the 72 they scored last time. As we're about to enter the final minute of the action here for game day 9. Copper for 3. Once again, she's off target. That 3 from 11. Sorry, 3 from 10 for Delia Copper. Yassa being guarded by Samuelson. Oh, nice little crossover to create the space. Kicks it out. This time Korzan with the jumper. No good, and Copper will pull the rebound down. As we enter into the final few seconds of the game, about 11-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Evans looks to go backdoor with Samuelson. She just holds it on, and Evans now deep down in the paint where she loves to go to work. The defense matches up against her. Yassa kicks it out after drawing the foul. I'm going to give the third team foul of the quarter for Avenida, though, as that one gets blown on Carly Samuelson. Shot goes up, and the 3 is good from range from Korzan. Riga break the half century. They're up to 51 now, within 20 of Avenida. And that will be the end of the game here, as we see Avenida run the clock down, run possession out. And for the Spanish team, that surely is a tick in the box. Job done. The coaches look like they're having a little bit of an argument with one another. Passion's running high. But Coach Iniguez can head back, head held high, tick the box off as his team pick up their 7th win of the season. They move to a 7-2 record, now firmly putting themselves in a quarter-final position as it stands within Group A, whilst Riga potentially could slip from their 5th place position here in Group A, depending on the results from some of the other games around the league. A tough game here in Riga, Latvia. 40 minutes of big-time basketball. Some of the best players in Europe on show, and the home team really struggled in the second and third quarter to stay with the pace of the game. The final buzzer here in Riga, the final score is 51 to Riga, 71 to Avenida, as the Riga players show the appreciation for the fans that will come out here on the Wednesday evening for them. Both these teams know that this is just one game, so for Avenida, their win here over Riga, 71 to 51, is another big step forward for them. Here are some of the highlights from the second half of action here in Riga. As I say, it was the second and third quarter that killed the game out. Avenida held Riga to just 8 points in the second quarter, 9 points in the third quarter, enabling them to extend their lead by almost 18 points across that 20-minute point of play. For Avenida, their leading scorer was Katie Lou Samuelson, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal to her name. Only other player in double digits coming off the bench was Shantae Evans. She had 11 points and 3 rebounds. As for Riga, 2 players in double digits. Also, Jasmine Thomas, 14 points, just 1 rebound away from her double-double as she scooped up 9 rebounds. Also in double digits was Pulverate. She had 11 points and 6 rebounds alongside 2 steals. Not enough for Riga this evening though, as Avenida come away with the win, their 7th win of the season.